So here's something for the Harley Davidson DIY enthusiasts. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the face of your speedo. And you don't need anything fancy to do it. It's really stuff that you have lying around the house, and it is so easy to do. There were a couple of reasons. The first one being, it is just cool to have a face on a bike that no one else has got.
So one of the reasons why I actually tackled this whole thing is because I got a bug in my speedo, and that bug is not going to go anywhere. It's just going to stay there and bug me every single time I ride my bike. Now the problem was the back of my speedo had a whole lot of holes in, and that created the fogging issue and the bug issue, so that needed to be sorted out. First thing you need to do is just carefully open the ring that's been pinned over the plastic, and this is really a slow, meticulous job so that you don't damage it, and a screwdriver works fine. Taking the needle off is relatively easy with 2 spoons, and the needle sort of pops off. Just be careful, you don't want to damage the servo when doing this. Now on my speedo, it's one of the older speedos, that little face is actually glued onto a clear perspex backing plate. So that needed to be removed with a screwdriver very, very carefully, because I might want to use it at a later stage for something else. Now I have a Baker's gearbox, the 6-speed gearbox on my bike, and it has the original speedometer in miles per hour. Now unfortunately that doesn't tie up with kilometers per hour. So at 60 miles an hour I was doing 120 k's per hour, which is of course completely off. So that needed to be done properly with the gauge that I designed. Now here's all you need to do. It is really this simple. Just take your design and print it on a piece of sort of 200-gram paper, something that's relatively thick. And then what you do is you spray it with clear lacquer. Now what that does is it seals it and makes it waterproof, which is exactly what you want. Now if you think that that doesn't work, here's one of my steam locos. I use the same technique on my pressure gauges, and they are fine. So all you need to do is just dot it a few places with some super glue, and that'll keep the face in place. Don't worry about it, it's not going to go anywhere. The needle's a little bit tricky. What you do need to do is put the speedo back onto the bike, just turn on the ignition, and then your servo will go to your 0 point. You just lightly put the needle in, and then when the bike is off, you push it down. Now typically these needles find the 0 position on their own, so you don't need to worry about that too much. Once you've done that, you just tap the sort of the rim over the plastic to close up the speedo perfectly. Now I've always had a problem with condensate on the inside of my speedo, and the reason is very, very simple. The back of the speedo gets warm, and then you get condensate on the inside of the cold glass. Now I was stuck in a roadblock, and you can actually see the condensate on the inside of the speedo. Now here's a top tip for the guys in SA. If you don't want to be stopped in a roadblock, all you need to do is just have a camera, and then they tend to wave you past because there's no chance of them bribing you. But anyway, let's get back to the fogging up of the speedo and how to solve it. So first things first, I needed to close all the holes at the back of that speedo so that bugs don't get in, but also the moisture air from the engine doesn't get into the back of the speedo. So there was a couple of plugs that needed to be machined, easy peasy, then the back of the speedo was closed. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to change the incandescent light bulbs that come with the old automotive sort of bikes. The reason is these things do make heat, so they do heat up the back of the speedo, where an LED globe won't heat up the back of that speedo. So I quickly made myself a pair of LED globes. You can of course buy them, but it was just quicker for me to make my own and stick it into the bike. And I think they worked pretty well. The last thing I did do is I just took a plastic container and I covered the back of that speedo. Now what that does, it gives a break between the hot engine and the back of the speedo. That worked really, really well. I think all told, this was a really cool mod. I have a custom speedo that doesn't fog up, and that is a win.